All right. We are getting started because these beautiful musicians need to be on a 9:20 train back to the city. So if we want, the more music we want to listen to, the faster we'll get quiet. Very unjazz of me to say that. We're on YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Ner Tamid. And we're so glad again to have the Zach Adleman Quartet. We'd love to learn your names, whenever you're ready to learn everyone else's name. Okay, handing the mic over to you. Round of applause for Zach Adleman Quartet.
We got Sun Yu at the saxophone. Jared Beckstead Cran at the bass. The great Cameron Campbell at the piano. I'm gonna talk a little bit later. Thank y'all for being here. In the solo section, it's just 16 bars and then that band. Hello? How we feeling, Temple Nair Tamid? Y'all feeling sanctified? All right. So my name is Zach. I play the drums. I've been coming here since, how old was I? 5. So that's like 2 years, I think, the last couple years. And I have this record out that came out like 10 days ago. Thank you. So tonight we're going to play a couple of those tunes, but we also want to give you something fun to get you excited for the next record. Ooh. So the first tune we played was entitled Almost. And that tune is about a serious topic. It talks about a romantic relationship and a couple things in my life and a friend that almost came to a gig of mine and then he passed away. These two really sort of important and really sad things that happened. They almost happened in my life and I really wanted them to happen and they didn't. And it kind of talks about this phenomenon that a lot of times we really want stuff really bad and we do everything that we possibly can to make it happen. And sometimes it still comes up short. And that's okay. It's okay to kind of accept what life gives us sometimes and continue pushing forward. So that's what that tune is about. And the next tune that we played is entitled Wilson Underground, which is about this jazz club where the main language that's spoken is Hebrew. Growing up here, I had my Jewish experience and then I got my jazz experience at Jazz House Kids and a bunch of other places. But pretty rarely did those two worlds so obviously intersect until I came to this place. So everybody was speaking Hebrew. Someone called me out because I was the only non-Hebrew speaker when we were hanging out on the stoop. And the guy that runs it is Omer Avital. He's one of Israel's greatest bass exports ever. Jazz bass exports. So anyways, it just talks about this party vibe. And Omer is kind of playing the bass. He's like literally dancing when he plays. And that tune was supposed to make you dance. And that's what that was about. I saw you. 5 extra points. She doesn't need any brownie points, but. The next tune we're going to play is entitled Ballad for the Night. And this song talks about Riverside Park, which is my favorite place to go pretty much in New York. Just out of curiosity, raise your hands. Who is a Central Park fan? You have 2 choices, Central Park or Riverside Park. Those are the 2 choices I've given you. So Central Park, please raise your hand. Ooh, I'm sorry about that. And Riverside Park. There we go. That's what counts. Okay, so for me, it's Riverside Park. It could be both. Okay. I love them all. All love, but anyways, we're going to continue on. That's Sun Yu at the saxophone from Seoul, Korea. That's Cameron Campbell from Worcester, Massachusetts. Jared Beckstead-Cran from Toronto, Canada. I'm from here. All right, thank you, thank you, thank you. That's Sun at the saxophone. Sun Yu. Cameron Campbell at the piano. Jared Beckstead Cran at the bass. At the bass. Gotta work on my bass voice. I'm working on it. Jared knows I'm working on it. I can't play it, but I can speak low. Actually, I've been playing a little bass in Jazz House Kids in Calhoun. There's a couple of schools and places I teach at, and my fingers don't like me for it, but it's a fun instrument. It's very exciting. I understand why you chose that. So the first tune you heard out of that last batch was It Always Rains in Michigan, which is not meant to be taken so literally. It doesn't actually always rain in Michigan, but it does precipitate quite a lot, especially in the wintertime, in the form of snow or some flurries or something. And Jared knows, you live there. I lived there for a little bit for school, and I wrote that in this like little dingy, wooden, very hot and sweaty practice room. It rained for 6 days in a row, and I was in my feelings, and I was like a second year of college figuring things out, and I wrote that tune. That's pretty much the first tune I ever wrote. Thank you. So I'll take a brief pause for the cause and just talk about this record that came out. And so it's called We Make Stories for a New Day. We've played some of the songs from it tonight. It Always Rains is on there. Ballad for the Night is on there. And we got a couple more for you that are going to be on there. And it's really talks about all these stories that have come from my life and stories and visions for the future, for a more positive future. Some of the tunes talk about the pandemic or just talk about different perspectives that you can have to better your life. That's really what it's about. And it came out on Cellar Music, and I've gotten a few reviews. I got a Modern Drummer review recently, and bunch of reviews. It's got like 11,000 streams on Amazon Music, so people are hearing it. After the show, I have CDs with me, so if you want to say hi, you want to get one, you're more than welcome to grab one, and I'm going to take your name and your email, and we'll charge you later, since it is a synagogue and we don't sell things on Shabbat here, which I respect. So anyways, that's a little bit about the album, and so next we're going to continue. Oh, after that we played Looking Up, which is all about the importance of just looking up and realizing the beauty in the world when you actually look around. I was playing a gig a while ago, and I was in Manhattan. The buildings are really big, as you probably know. So if you just look straight, sometimes the view is pretty boring. It's just like a lot of mayhem and chaos and whatever. It's like, why do people come here? Sometimes I ask myself that. Why do people do that? And then you look up and you're like, oh, I get it. It's beautiful. So that's just a metaphor about that. Next, we're going to play At the Canadian Border Patrol, which I wrote in the car. I had to use the bathroom, and I was in the line for like at least 45 minutes, and you're just waiting to get checked. They ask you a million questions, like, you know, who are you visiting? Kaya Adleman. Okay, who is she? What's she studying? And where does she live? And where does she go to school? All these questions that I was like, I know this. I should nail that. But it's very interesting questions. So I wrote this song sort of in that honor of just the crazy questions that you get that a lot of us have experienced. Oh yeah, they said, why do you have so many shirts? And I had 6 shirts. I don't know what to tell them. I don't know. It felt like an appropriate amount for the number of days. It felt very, very appropriate. Just more than appropriate, you know. And also, I just want to shout out to my folks, my parents. Happy 35th. I don't know how much of that I had to do with. Probably maybe like 5%. They're pretty great. Becky and Misha are in the audience. They came in from Columbus, Ohio. Oh yeah, Kaya and David are in the audience. My fam. Hope, Rachel, Uncle Rich, y'all are here. It's Rich's birthday coming up, and Michelle Jacobson, it's her birthday is coming up, and also my birthday. A lot of people's birthdays are coming up. Happy birthday. All right, we got a couple more tunes for y'all. Thank you so much. Beautiful. Thank you. Can we do Border Patrol? Let's do like 2 choruses solo. Yeah. All right. Ready? Just for the main, yeah. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, it's that time of the night. Thank you so much for being here. We got Sun Yu on the saxophone, Cameron Campbell at the piano, Jared Beckstead Cran at the bass. My name is Zach Adleman. We're gonna play one quick one for you entitled We Make. Thank you to Cantor Meredith. Thank you to the temple for having me. Thank you for the beautiful community that you all are. Thanks for having me. That's Sun Yu at the saxophone, Cameron Campbell at the piano, Jared Beckstead-Cran. My name is Zach Adleman. Say what's up after. Get home safe. Thank you.
He added to the one from 12 years ago.
There you go.
Thanks for all the music.
Dave, do you want to get your car? Bring it around front? Slide it around? I know. So, good to see you. Thank you. All right. I know you have to help You're all set, right? You have all your equipment together?
It was great. Really, really wonderful. Thank you so much. Really.